In this video, I am going to show you how to improve your listening skills so that you won't need to watch English videos with subtitles. And I am going to do it with the help of the special one, Jose Mourinho. So stick around to learn all about that. Hi guys, welcome to Fluent Football. If you're new here, my name is Matt and we speak about English for football, how to use English to speak fluent football. Today, I want to show you a short clip of an interview with Jose Mourinho. This is an interview of him discussing the 2010 Champions League victory of Inter Milan over Pep and Barcelona. We'll run through some of the vocabulary that gets used. We'll talk about what it means and how to use it. And of course, at the end of the video, I'll speak to you a little bit about how you can improve your listening skills so that you won't need subtitles to watch English videos in the future. Also, I will leave a link in the description to the full video, to the full interview, which you can find on the Coach's Voice YouTube channel. Really great channel, and you can learn a lot there for your English and for football. So here we go. Here's the first section.
This is 2010 Champions League semi-final first leg at the San Siro, Inter Barcelona, and we played with Julio Cesar in goal. We played with the back four, Maicon, Lucio, Samuel and Zanetti, and then we had during the game a different positioning in relation to the movement of Barcelona players and to the semi-final first leg.
First leg, this is maybe a bit of a strange sounding phrase. It has nothing to do with the parts of your body that you use for running. It's not related to your legs at all. A leg is one match between two teams when there are two matches in a knockout tournament. So a knockout tournament is like the Champions League when we get down to the final 16. This is knockout. If you lose, you are knocked out of the tournament. And to decide this, we have two matches between the teams. Each match is called a leg, and both legs together are commonly called a tie.
Played with Julio Cesar in goal. We played with the back four.
In goal and play with the back four, these are phrases for speaking about positions and the formation that you use. In goal just is the way we speak about which player is going to be the goalkeeper. So for example, you can say Edison plays in goal for Manchester City. Play with a back three, play with a back four, play with a back five. This is the common phrasing we use to speak about how many players are in the defensive line. So for example, you could say Chelsea often play with a back three, or Guardiola likes to play with a back four.
A different positioning in relation to the...
When Mourinho says in relation to, he's saying that the positioning of his players depends or changes on the positioning and the movements of the Barcelona players. So there's not strong, solid positioning that he's decided on. They're going to change and they're going to move and they're going to adapt depending on what Barcelona do. So for example, you could say the players' positions changed in relation to the positioning of the Barcelona players. So that's the first section. We do have another section to watch and we'll run through that, look at some more of the vocabulary used, and then after that, I'll speak to you a little bit about how to improve your listening skills so that you don't need to use all those subtitles in English.
Obviously, that's the strategy to try to hurt them was in our attacking transition. The moment we recovered the ball, and we knew, of course, the way of their building up, going with Alves and Maxwell forwards, really wide, and giving lots of spaces. And then, because we were always trying to make it compact and bringing Pandev, Etu, all to the inside, and to make it a very compact area, letting the ball go to the sides, and then when they define the side, then we decide that this is the trigger for us to press the moment we recover the ball.
To recover the ball means to take control of the ball. So if your team is not in possession and one of your players makes a tackle and they win the ball, they take the ball, then we can say that your team recovers the ball.
In our attacking transition.
And when there is a ball recovery, this is what we call a transition. When the possession of the ball changes from one team to the other, it is a transition. If your team recovers the ball, this is an attacking transition for you. If your team loses the ball, this is a defensive transition for your team.
We were always trying to make it compact.
If something is compact, it means it has different pieces and they're all close together. There's not big spaces between the different pieces. So when Mourinho says that he wants his team to be compact, or he wants to make it compact, he means he wants to bring all the players together, close together, so that there are not big spaces between the players. The opposite of this, the opposite of compact, you can say two common ways for football, is spread out or stretched.
Area letting the ball go to the sides.
If you let something happen, it means you don't stop this thing from happening. So Mourinho says that he would let the ball go to the sides. So what this means basically is that Inter Milan wanted Barcelona to attack on the wings. They did not want them to attack through the center. So if Barcelona made a pass out to the wings, Inter Milan would not try to stop this. They would not try to intercept or create problems. They would allow the ball, they would let the ball go to the sides. They would not stop them.
This is the trigger for us to press.
A trigger is literally something that causes an action. So probably the best example would be a gun. When you pull the trigger of a gun, the gun fires. It's the same idea here. Mourinho says that when the ball found itself on the wings, on the sides of the pitch, this was the trigger for his team to start pressing. So again, we said that Mourinho and Inter, they would let the ball go to the wings, but they knew that in this moment, this is when they would begin to press. So they would let the ball go, and then it's like the trigger gets pulled and they start to press.
The strategy to try to hurt them.
Hurt them. This is a bit of a funny phrase. Hurt someone literally means to physically or maybe emotionally cause pain to someone. It sounds very aggressive, and Mourinho says it a lot in this interview.
How to hurt them, of hurting the opponents. Hurting them, how to hurt them, we are going to hurt them.
Yeah, so it sounds very aggressive, but obviously Mourinho does not mean to cause physical pain to Barcelona or any of the Barcelona players. What he means when he says to hurt them is to create problems for them. And there are a number of different ways you can say this. You could also say attack them or punish them, or if you want to sound a little less aggressive, you could just say create problems or create opportunities. But hurt them is good too if you want to use that. If you are wondering what you can do to improve your listening skills so that you don't need subtitles when you watch videos in English, I have two very important words for you: vocabulary and practice. The more vocabulary you learn and the more practice you put in watching these videos and other videos, not just once, but 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, watching them again, making sure that you understand all the vocabulary and you practice hearing it, the better and better your listening skills will become. So make sure you go down into the description, find the link to the full video and watch that, because you'll learn a lot more new phrases and you'll get a lot of practice listening to that English. Guys, if you found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It helps me out a lot, and make sure that you get all the latest content from Fluent Football. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.